Historical buildings in Ireland. Well, this is definitely one of them. Nothing to do on New Year's morning, so I headed out with the drone and took all this footage. There was no handheld camera at all. It was a very overcast morning and the camera did have a little problem adjusting with the light, but sure, here we go. Now wait and I tell you, this little church oozes atmosphere. It's just lovely to be around it. If you go out here, you will not bump into anyone. It only has a service once every 3 weeks during the winter and once a week during the summer. It's well worth going out now. And here's Google Maps coming up for 1 second. Now you can go back and pause on that and you'll find out exactly where this fantastic little church is. I love this revealing drone shot. Just have a look. Now a few facts on the church. It was built by Lord Courtown back in 1770 and the architect of the building is not known. But what I do know, this wasn't actually the original church. The original church was a little bit up the road and it was built back in 1609 and this actually replaced it. So Lord Courtown built this. He built this as memorial to the Stafford family. Now the Stafford family would have been his family name. The main door of this church faces east and it's the only church in Ireland which faces east, and that was because when Lord Courtown built it, his house is that direct. When he looks out his window of his house, which is about 2 miles away, kilometre and a half away, he could see the front of the church, and that's why it was built that way. His house fell into disrepair a long time ago, and back in 1962 the house was totally demolished by the council because no one could keep it up. Let me see, can I find a little photograph of it for you? Whoa, yeah boy, how about that? Now if you notice on the right hand side of the church, the roof is bigger. It's not the same size on the other side, and that's because it's an extension. And that extension was done in 1880, and there's been a few things done to it since as well. Whoops, that extension on the north side was actually added on in 1870, not 1818. Gotta get your facts right. I do have an earlier video, a YouTube video on the church which I took a year or two before, and I was just walking around. I was in the gate lodge, that's where most of the people came in. He had his own way in which the public weren't allowed to use. Now when I say the public weren't allowed to use, I'm purely guessed on that particular one. Now I won't talk for a second until we get right around the church and let you have a look at it. Really, how long do you really want me to stop talking? I like talking. Oh, by the way, the Staffords came over about 10 years ago to look up their own ancestral home. I think I found a picture of them as well. Now I'll put a transcript of that article somewhere in the description. You can have a read of it. Now here's our revealing shot again, and we're backing away into a field, and this field would have been part of his there on the right hand side. Oops, I'm going to turn it around. You'll see the old walkway he used to come up in between those trees. Now you can't see that when you're on the ground. It's only visible by air. Nice little secret of mine. Oh, I think it's great. Okay, I'm coming towards the end of the video. There is more information on all this. I'm just touching on it. So do subscribe to my channel and press the bell icon, and you might be the first to hear when I put something else up. Do leave a comment if you like. Only good ones, of course. No bad ones. I'll get some more practice in my aerial photography, or I'll do it when it's a sunny day with a bit brighter. Alright. Gora Emilia Mahagut, and thanks very much.